we'll move on to our rain.
So the rain over the past week, this isn't NWSL regular season news, so it doesn't affect our standings or our record or playoff spot, but they did play in a tournament. In case you're not aware, soccer, whether it's NWSL, MLS, around the world, there's little tournaments spread here and there, different, basically more trophies to win in a way. Some mean more than others. Excuse me. But this is the Women's Cup. It's held in Louisville. One of the clubs playing in it was Racing Louisville, which is they've effectively had home field advantage. The first game that the Reign played there, so the Reign already had a bye. They were automatically in the semifinal. They played Copa America on the 17th of August, winning that game 2-1 late. They didn't have goals until the 79th minute. Tziarra King, our first player of the game, with 1 goal, which was the equalizer to tie that game up. And then 2 minutes later in the 81st, hometown Husky Olivia Vanderyacht with a goal in the 81st minute, which was the game winner. So the Reign advanced to the finals. Oh, the finals. the finals of the Women's Cup to take on Racing Louisville just a few days later. What's interesting about these matches was that the Reign were really playing their bench, their second team, and they were able to get the win. I mean, they had a few of their starters sub in, they had them on the bench, but it was mostly a second team effort. In the second game, the final against Racing Louisville, you can see obviously there that the Reign were able to win on the 20th, 2-1. This one, I believe the Reign scored first. It was equalized, and they were able to get a late winner. Olivia Athens scoring off of a Tziarra King corner. So Z getting the assist there. Z would be named the MVP of the tournament with a goal and the assist. So good for Z there. And Jordan Heitema scored the game winner late. So Jordan scores her first game as part of the Reign. So hopefully that opens up the floodgates for her to just continue to smash it. Mm-hmm. And we do have a clip here of the end of the match and the celebration of the match with the cup. So I will have that go right here.
There's the final whistle. OL Reign, your 2022 Women's Cup champions.
The 2-goal scorers right there together. Big time from OL Reign in the second half to perform with a line change, essentially. And the goals come from Athens and Heitema. Big smiles from some of the players who got some minutes in the first 45. But man, oh man, what a gigantic win for OL Reign. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
So this was the broadcast talked about at the end of a mental game, because, you're getting a lot of your bench and your second players. This factors into my stars of the week, but we'll get to that when that section comes up. But, it's really great to get this experience for these younger players like Athens, who scored, Z, who has been splitting times with the forwards up top, Heitema scoring her first goal with the Reign. It's great to see that, great to get that out of the way, and, to come back from some ties and deficits in those 2 games and to win a cup amidst this is a tough schedule, because they played from the 17th, they played on the 14th, so 17th, 20th, and they'll play on the 26th. So they're going to be keeping busy over the past few weeks to win something like this, have a nice victory in there, like a reward. It's great to have that. So it's great to see more hardware. But nice to see those players get mixed in. I know players like Rose Lavelle didn't play, Quinn didn't play, Tobin Heath didn't play, so getting rest. But for those who did, those who, might split time, might get subbed in late, those who have been mainly riding the bench, to be able to come in to contribute, to help win something like that, is great to see. So talking about records and standings, heading back into the NWSL regular season, the Reign today 6-win, 4-loss, 6-draw record, which is good for 5th in the NWSL at 24 points. They're in a playoff spot, 1 place. Well, now they're 4 points out of 2nd through 3rd place, and 1 point out of 6th. So you got to hopefully continue to stack some points over as we continue towards the end of the season here, which ends early October. But you're still in the playoff spot. So regardless, it's good seating, but again, like to improve it. Unlike Seattle, the Sounders, who are kind of gasping for air, fighting tooth and nail to get what they can.